before any question come, I have a question that's related to the ethnicity. So in the South Asia, I mean, for example, Pakistan is facing identity crisis, and quite recently, Bangladesh is also facing, and for the whole history, I read a paper and it was well explained as well related to the identity issue. Bangladesh is also facing the identity crisis, which is, and the identity is a major determinant to make a state, whether religious, Islamist or Hindu state or like a secular state. And India is also facing like such issue, like nowadays with the religious identity is rising, and that's also challenging the secular state of the India as well. Do you think, that's my main question. So do you think South Asia can provide identity to the South Asians living in the country, in their nations, and that identity can help, these countries to go for better political and economic system?
Uh, my idea is that when we are talking about this such type of huge identities, they are not owned by the masses. Masses mostly have regional identities, and such huge identities are the part of the imperial projects. So, if we are going to develop a new sort of huge identity, such as South Asia as a nation or as a one cultural uniform identity, then it is too much difficult and it cannot resolve problems. The problem lies with that what is the problem either for Pakistan or Bangladesh? The problem is that when there is an attempt to create a new sort of identity, breaking breaking the relations with the past and relations with the communities. So that is the crisis of identity, that people are not trying to connect, or they are being blocked to connect with the communities and the regions. I may not have a connection with the Central Indian communities, but I definitely may have relations with the Punjab and Rajasthan and Gujarat, with the areas which are connected to the region of Pakistan. So when we are talking about, and the same is the case with South Asia. If Pakistan has not connection with Central Asia and Middle East, then regional connectivity has no value for Pakistan. Only with India is not viable, and only with Afghanistan is not viable. Only with Iran is not viable. So problem is that we have to connect with the masses, and if there is any sort of blockage and on any side, then this connectivity cannot develop. Problem of identity is basically connected with the blocking of communities to interact with each other, breaking the lines from the past, and this sort of problem is creating the identity problems, and this is creating the cultural and religious problem. If such problems are resolved and people are given opportunities to interact with each other, then they must find regional identities, and they will own it, and they will interact with those identities, and they will appreciate to interact with such identities. So any huge identities having a mess of masses, I mean to say that when there are conflicts of cultural understanding and such other problems, then rather than trying to understand each other, they are going to conflict. This connectivity must be developed, but through the regional connectivity, through the interaction of the masses and communities. In supernatural way, in imperial way, or idealizing a huge empire converted into a region cannot make any sense of solution of problems. I do believe.